to this game. I'm trying to stream one more time. It doesn't work. Alright, I set the quality to 240p. If this doesn't work, there's no stream. But I'm really hoping it works, even if it looks like crap. Because I want to stream, I want to have some fun. I'm going to open this pack up because this is the last attempt at streaming no matter what happens. There we go, got more coins, got a passive power boost, and got Gary Sanchez. Alright, does it look like I'm actually live? It does look like I'm actually live, which means no, it's not over. If it disconnects in like 45-50 minutes, but it's solid that whole time, then I'll start it up again. If it disconnects in 3 to 5 minutes, that's going to be it. But no, I've had it set to auto every other time, and it's worked every other time. But this time, just not working. Might be working now. Hopefully it is. Now, a series, if I complete enough of these challenges, I get a gold pack. There we go. It's working now. Glad to hear that. Alright, so if I do one more multiplayer game, I get 100 coins and I get 10 credits towards whatever thing. Okay. Because it's competitive, Ultra Eagle Eye, little bit OP, but I want to win. So, you know what? I'll get the boost to win. I'm playing against 2018 Bryce Harper. I've got this Aaron Judge that's stacked. Jared, welcome to the stream. And yeah, glad it's working now, tight to tight. This is MLB Homerun Derby 18 for mobile. It's through Major League Baseball. I don't know who the official app developer is, but it's literally just Home Run Derby mode. You can unlock and upgrade the different players, and then you can have home run derbies in the different parks. In online multiplayer, as Harper hits a 721-foot bomb for my opponent, so I'm going to have to hit home runs like every at-bat. In online multiplayer, it randomly chooses ballparks no matter what you have unlocked. But otherwise, for solo derbies and for arcade mode, you can only use the ballparks you have unlocked. Otherwise, you do have to pay to unlock other ballparks for those solo modes. You can also get upgrades through pay-to-win methods. There we go. Harper failed to hit a home run. So as long as I homer every at-bat the rest of this way, I should be in a good position to win. Should be in a good position to win. That's why I got the Ultra Eagle Eye. It's cheesy, it's OP, but against an opponent like this, I need to hit home runs every at-bat. The online multiplayer scene is pretty cutthroat. See, I would never have gotten that high one over the fence if I didn't know where it was coming in. This guy has me outdistanced by 300 feet, but I have 3 more home runs. So, home runs is the main category. Whoever hits the most home runs wins. If you're tied in home runs, then it goes by distance. So, I'm losing in distance, which means I need to win in home runs. Judge, 12 for 12. Make it 13 for 13 on home runs. Almost 7,200 feet. My opponent might be giving up. Or might not have the Eagle Eye boost. But again, if you want to win, there's a price. And shoot, I didn't hit a home run, but thankfully, I have a pretty sizable lead. And that's a second non-home run. I've got to lock back in before I make things too interesting here. This guy pitching needs to be taken out. He's letting me homer all over the place. It's because I got the eagle eye and I see exactly where his pitches are going to end up. It's kind of like a pitcher throwing all fail pitches versus a pitcher throwing good quality pitches. And I've got to focus back up because I'm about to choke this 3 or 4 home run lead if I'm not careful. 627-foot homer. There we go. The distance is not the most realistic. Bronx Bombers, welcome to the stream that's actually working now. It was taking me a while to figure things out with Omlet, but I should be up and running good. The reason for the low quality is so it actually works. Wow, that animation just cost me like 8 to 10 seconds. If I lose because of that, I mean, I should have hit more home runs earlier, but I will still be rather salty. Go. Go ball. Home run. Yes. Number 19. About 20 seconds left. It's not over yet by any stretch of the imagination. There we go. If I can get 1 or 2 more. DU recorder, I can't set auto quality for. So I stopped using it because it would buffer pretty badly. That one off the scoreboard to end at 635 feet. 22 home runs on the round. Not bad, although for using Super Eagle Eye, I certainly should have hit more. Get 500 coins. Coins are super common in this game. So I spent 1,200, got 704 back. I would have had the pack, but that slot was full. 69-degree launch angle. Yeah. There we go. Got 100 more coins. So I need to win 3 multiplayer games. I need to hit the W sign in Nationals Park. I'm going to do a solo derby. Now, I can get these stadiums for $3 each. I'm not trying to spend money on the game today. If I did spend anything, I'd get Target Field back because I'm a Twins fan. So I record with TechSmith. I'm streaming right now with Omlet. I used to use DU Recorder to stream, but what I found with DU Recorder is that whenever it wanted to buffer, it would just like freeze up and it would just not have commentary. And I'd rather have it look not the best, but you hear what I'm saying consistently. So that's what I went with. Interesting they have SunTrust Park in here, even though Turner Field was, of course, where that All-Star game was. Yeah, they have all 30 ballparks available. It's funny how they have the Trop when there's never been an All-Star game there, but I believe every other ballpark has had an All-Star game or will have an All-Star game. Somehow they got throwback Yankee Stadium and new Yankee Stadium. And yet they can't have Turner Field. Makes sense. Not at all. Alright, I'm going to go to solo derby mode. Though Nationals Park, I need to try to hit that W in right field. If not, I'll do an arcade mode. Now, solo derby, pretty easy to win without boosts. So I'm going to save my boosts for another round. Although, alright, I'm up against Bryce Harper here, round 1. The AI will hit a good amount of home runs, but they never hit for distance. So, like, 436 feet for the longest home run is pretty short, but I will have to hit 7 home runs to advance. There we go, home run number 1, and that's 614 feet. That's right, Cleveland hosting the All-Star Game in 2019. Ty, are you thinking about going to that? And I guess anyone else in the Cleveland-ish area. 3 home runs, 3 swings, 626 feet on the longest one. So all I have to do at this point now is hit 3 more home runs to advance. Indians might be poo-poo next year, but let's be honest, who's going to take the Central from them? The Twins, honestly, probably won't. Like, the Twins have Martin Perez in their starting pitching staff. And they're like trying to hype up their fans with that being a good move. The Edwin trade was honestly kind of strange, in my opinion. There we go. Beat round 1. We'll move on to round 2. We're up against Kyle Schwarber and then Jesus Aguilar against Max Muncy. I mean, even with Cleveland trading away their good players, they're still the best team in the Central. They're just not going to contend for a World Series, which, you know, depending on the direction of your franchise, can be a perfectly acceptable strategy and approach to take. Round 2, we didn't hit a home run on the first one. Next 2, we've gone deep, though. 65.5. That is pretty close to a 69-degree launch angle. Cleveland will keep at least 1 or 2 starting pitchers. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Oh, if I hit this, if it goes deep, that's 5 MLB bucks. There we go. That's like the premium currency in this game. The more of that I can get, the better in terms of trying to unlock the really beast hitters. Like this Aaron Judge, I saved up 850 MLB bucks. And then I was able to unlock Aaron Judge. Games Chan, thanks for the follow on Omlet. I hope I didn't miss any message of yours. Hopefully I did not. The most I've ever seen the AI hit in this is 9 home runs. If I get to 9, I'll feel pretty safe. I'm at 8 currently. You're not going to the All-Star. You'd rather go to a game where there's less people at the game. That's fair. Tai I might recommend, if you're considering it, going to FanFest at some point, though. It's a lot more affordable, and there's a lot of fun things to do. I went in 2011 in Arizona. A friend of mine had moved down there, so I went down there for that. And then in 2014, of course, it was in Minnesota. I went to the FanFest both times and to the game both times. And yes, the game's fun, but it comes at a cost, for sure. And I would definitely say that FanFest is very much worthwhile. Very much worthwhile. I understand not wanting to trade Lindor or Jose Ramirez for the Cleveland Indians. I think the biggest thing is that they lost Michael Brantley. Yeah, I mean, Kluber would get a lot, man. Personally, if I was an Indians fan, I would want to see, as I go on to the last round, looking for the dub, I would want to see, what's his name? Trevor Bauer traded. Because I think he's more hype than substance. Not to say he's not a good pitcher, but I think that relative to his actual value, you could get a bigger overpay on Bauer than you could on Kluber. Because the perception on Kluber, he's a little bit older, and he's a known quantity, and there's probably more concerns about him aging well. You want some relievers to the Red Sox? Yeah. Red Sox, well, I saw something where their best reliever was pitching in Japan 2 years ago because he couldn't even make an MLB roster. Oh, Cleveland could definitely get good prospects for not any, but certainly for Kluber and Bauer, and heck, maybe even Carrasco, I think. Because there's Carrasco, and who's the other one? I don't know. I know that the Indians have like 4 good starters, but one of them's hurt a lot. Like, when I hear the name, I'll feel so dumb for forgetting it. Ian, welcome to this version of the stream, the one that's actually going. I mean, you know, Trevor Bauer might build his value up more in another year, but I don't know. I mean, I think Kluber is definitively better than Bauer, personally. If I'm proven wrong, then so be it. There we go. Judge goes deep. I believe that's the 10th home run he's hit. Pretty good round. 30 seconds left. This is the final round. Ah, missed that ball. Banana, you live in New York, but you like Boston? Are you, originally from Boston? Alright, didn't Carrasco just sign the 4-year, $44 million deal or something? Oh, Danny Salazar. I don't know if he has any value left whatsoever. Alright, so we won the finals 10-8. There we go. We'll cash out on this. 30 homers, 11 home run streak. So look at that. 767 coins back. 10 MLB bucks for first place. If I wasn't streaming, I'd double it, but streaming, that's fine. Don't need to play the ads. I'll let YouTube play their own ads that I actually capitalize on. Alright, so if I play one more multiplayer game, I will unlock 25 points towards the gold pack. I can also get a win towards my 3 multiplayer games. But before that, I want to hit the W sign in Washington. So I'm doing an arcade mode where I tend to push things towards right field. I'm going to use Ultra Eagle Eye. Because I know I can get 1,200 coins back on this round. Boston has no bullpen, Yankees have no rotation. It's like they should trade with each other, but we all know neither team actually would. There we go. Not the best first home run, but it's over the fence. I mean, Craig Kimbrell hasn't signed yet. Remember that. Now, the odds of him going back to Boston, maybe 50-50 at best. Why would you be happy Craig Kimbrell's gone? Shoot. Oh, wait. Oh, I did a derby. I meant to do arcade mode. No. Well, that's a fail. I've got to do arcade mode after this so I can hit the W sign. It's alright. I'll win another derby. Pyramid, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you here. Glad to see you here. No, man. I'm sorry. Craig Kimbrell. What? Craig Kimbrell is a top 5 closer in baseball. What you have to realize about closers is how hard it is in 2018 and 19 to be a consistent closer. Like, I mean, since Mariano Rivera retired, since Francisco Rodriguez is kind of, I guess, has he retired? I don't know for sure. And since Trevor Hoffman's gone, I think people are just, desensitized from that era of great closers at, what it means to have a great closer for multiple years. I mean, I get he struggled a bit in the postseason, But even Mariano Rivera had rough postseasons. Alright, so I'm going to be able to hit the most home runs this game. But I also am going to have to play the full round every time. I like to be the last person so I can just hit the fewest home runs. Because I don't care about the coins. I only want the MLB bucks. If that makes any sense whatsoever. Paxton. Hap? Dude, I'm sorry, Hap is a middle-of-the-rotation guy at best, and he's realistically a 4th or 5th starter. It's funny how Red Sox fans love to hate on Kimbrel, but as soon as he signs somewhere else, you're going to be mad at Dombrowski for not bringing Kimbrel back. Who in Boston's bullpen is better than Craig Kimbrel? I don't think there's anybody in Boston's bullpen better than Craig Kimbrel. I'll gladly be proven wrong. I mean, the Paxton move is okay for the Yankees. And, given what was out there, it's a good move. Gio Gonzalez, I've seen maybe to the Mets. Theoretically possible to the Twins, but I don't see it happening. Who else can get him? The Brewers could bring... Should be back momentarily. Alright, looks like I'm back. It did disconnect, but at least it gave me 20 to 25 minutes of solid stream. It has kind of become a hot stove talk stream. I don't mind it, though. I don't mind it. Honestly, the only impressive move the Yankees made for their rotation was cutting bait with Sonny Gray, which should have happened a year ago. Hey, Adam Ottavino could strike out Babe Ruth. I think Greg Holland signed with the Arizona Diamondbacks. And a move nobody talked about. Wade Miley went to... Oh, shoot. What team did he go to? Was it the Texas Rangers? I feel like that's horrendously wrong. I just can't think of the team he actually went to. Griff, welcome to the stream. Wade Miley... No, the Astros. Yeah, I was horrendously wrong. They're the same state. But the Astros are actually a good team. The Rangers are woefully bad and should probably trade away Elvis Andrus and Rougned Odor. And literally everybody that they can trade. Man, the Rangers are on that path of teams like the Orioles who have no pitching and dwindling offense. There we go. 5 MLB bucks for that home run. What kind of drugs are you on to say the Astros lost their 3 best pitchers? They still have Verlander and they still have Garrett Cole. Dallas Keuchel, they still could get back, but he's been fading recently. Darnock, welcome to the stream. Shin-Soo Choo. Oh, for the Rangers? Yeah. Shin-Soo Choo's been horrendously overpaid his entire career. He's had one good year, maybe half of another good year, And he's made hundreds of millions of dollars doing it. New Cincinnati Reds, I mean, they're basically players no other team wants. But they also very easily could turn out to be a competitive team. And the Reds, where they have a lot of young guys, they're making good moves. Lance McCullers, Tommy John, well, they'll get him back before Verlander's gone. Keuchel's not gone. And, I mean, Charlie Morton was good for them, but I'd still take Garrett Cole. See, Verlander, when he hits free agency, he's going to be old enough that he'll get a decent contract, but he won't get what he could. All right, I've got to get Ultra Eagle Eye, buy it, equip it. And then we're going to arcade mode, and we're going to put on a show. Try to hit the W sign in Washington. Yeah, I know Verlander's still throwing 100. What I'm saying is that I mean, look at how Bryce Harper and Manny Machado can't get 10-year deals on the free agent market. What makes you think Justin Verlander is going to get a big deal at the age of 35 for more than a year or two? His real decision is, will he go year to year for the biggest money he can get, or will he try to sign a 2 or 3 year discounted deal for a decent amount of overall guaranteed money? Wow, I'm hitting foul balls. This is not a good start to this round. So I was going to get a return on my 1,200 coin investment. Need to start earning it. Scherzer, I don't remember his exact free agency year. Yeah, Verlander, they're going to get, 2.5 years out of him? I feel like I should remember who they gave up, but I really don't. I think... Man, I'm not a Dodgers fan, but I really want to see Harper to the Dodgers. Even though it's less likely with A.J. Pollock signing with the Dodgers and other teams having big money. I mean, the White Sox and Phillies have been the touted teams to get Harper and or Machado. So, theoretically, if either team doesn't get at least one, their fan bases are going to be massively disappointed, which is not fair for them. There we go. I hit the W in Nationals Park. Is that fair? No, it's foul. Shoot. I mean, if Chris Sale has the best year of any pitcher in the AL, give him a Cy Young. If he doesn't have the best year, Cy Young should go to the best pitcher of the year. Cy Young is not a career achievement award. Getting inducted to the MLB Hall of Fame is your career achievement award. I mean, sidearm is not natural, but if you're a good pitcher, you're a good pitcher. Wow, I'm hitting it like a foot foul every time. Come on. There we go. Finally hit a fair ball home run. Blue Jays will win the World Series? Someday. I don't think 2019 is that someday. 2 years ago? So you're saying I should look up the 2016 Cy Young Award vote or the 2017 one? Which one, banana? No, I'm pretty sure Kluber was not hurt for half of a year. 698-foot home run. Jeez. Perfect inning 19. You will, according to Gameville, keep your same team. What they're going to do is add boosting tiers beyond +10. Would I speculate based on a Korean baseball organization version of the game produced by Gong, who technically produces Perfect Inning through Gameville, is that it will go from +10 up to +13. Nothing has been confirmed, so by no means should I be quoted on that, but that is what I suspect will happen. 3 Tommy John surgeries. I mean, that's literally like 4 to 5 seasons worth of games lost to Tommy John. Never mind all the other negative side effects. Yeah, no, I don't play the Korean version that much, but I have it. I know for sure that it goes to +13. That's my reason for speculating +13 being the new cap. Although personally, I'd rather see like +15 or +20. Make it a nice round number. I'm supposed to quit after 2? What do you mean I'm supposed to quit after 2? Oh, after 2 Tommy Johns, yeah. Now that makes sense. I don't know how Gameville decides about linked accounts going away or not. What I would recommend, if you're worried about losing your account, is just link it. +20, I mean, that's what I'd like to see. That's not what I expect to see. I mean, like make it so people have something to work for a whole year, is what I'm trying to say. Which Korean pitcher guy? I'll either have no idea who he is or feel dumb for not having heard of him. Alright, so I only got like 800 coins back, but that's fine. I hit the W sign. That was my main goal. Alright. I'm going to go back to a multiplayer game. I am going to get Ultra Eagle Eye. Because I want to win. And I will pay the coins to win. Coins are free to get. Oh, Johnny Venters? Well, yeah, but that's why he was gone for like 6 years. Ojin Kwan? Oh, alright, I'm glad I shouldn't feel stupid for not knowing him. Now, this guy's ranked way ahead of me. So, I'm going to have my work cut out. Yeah, that's true. It probably wouldn't be easy to get beyond +10. You are right about that. To get to +20. I don't know. Alright, 592-foot home run versus 661-foot home run. Alright, so I'm going to have to hope he fails on a home run because I have no chance in the distance department. I guess the other thing is if I hit line drive home runs, I could theoretically sneak in an extra home run. You made a Tyler 1 meme? I have no idea who Tyler 1 is. I probably should, but I honestly just don't. Yeah, this guy definitely destroying me, so I'm going to have to out-homer him because I'm not going to outdistance him. I'm not even going to have a chance at that. And I'm hitting these looping fly balls. "20 wins as a reliever?" Yeah, that's pretty insane. I mean, unless you're literally pitching in 0-0 ball games when your team walks it off, that's pretty insane and pretty ridiculous. Go ball. All right. So I'm going between tied and up 1. Gotta make sure I'm still hitting the ball over the wall. That's crushed. 631. It was an amateur? That's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm sure it's decent now because with the MLB money in play, all these pitchers aren't going to play if they're getting mistreated. Oh man, I might actually have a good shot at winning. I might actually have a really good shot at winning. Why plus 10 Kyle Lloyd's? Because Kyle Lloyd is the lowest ranked pitcher in the game. I beat our friend Ticegum using Kyle Lloyd card 27-2. Yeah, there's unproven scientific evidence that Kyle Lloyd gives you better boosting luck. Oh, jeez. I failed on that home run. That was a crucial mistake. Because this guy's not letting up, nor do I expect him to. Go. There we go. Barely a home run, but it adds to the total. Because this guy's not letting up at all. Go. Sayonara Baseball 669. This guy's hit for, well, he will have hit for 15,000 feet. I'll have hit for 13,000. This guy's going to hit for 16,000 feet, and he's going to take the L. He's going to take the L because I've hit 25 home runs. Make it 26. 26 home runs and 14,000 feet to 23 home runs and 16,000 feet. That was a good battle. $500 innings in 60 games. Yeah, oh yeah, the MLB, it used to be like 2 pitcher rotations. How do I normally start? And how do you spend your money? You have $2 billion. What do you mean by normally start? KBO more fun than MLB these days. Honestly, MLB's just gotten a bit stale. That's why I'm playing Home Run Derby. And no, like, I literally sat down to make today's MLB video, and I'm like, I have no idea what I should record. And I'm like, I'm just gonna try to win a game without getting a hit. And then after like an hour, I'm like, I've had enough of this. I'm just wrapping up the game. I'm saying I couldn't do it. And then I am be reconnect. Alright, looks like I'm reconnected. You have all live series players. So I would recommend get a good starting 9 batters. Get a good first 9 batters. Then get good relievers. because you can use your relievers in every game. After that, get starting pitching, and then finally your bench. 2000 Outswitch, welcome to the stream. 2019 update for Perfect Inning will be out. They've set around opening day. I don't know if that will be the Wednesday before opening day, which would be, around March 28th, or if it will be after opening day, which would be around... No, it would be March 27th, otherwise April 3rd. Those are my best guesses. We're at the mercy of Gameville, so it's hard to know for sure. I'll do this derby a couple times, get those 50 home runs. Seems like newer players really like the world's best players. World's best players are pretty good. Edible, I used to play baseball. I played, at least in some capacity, through my senior year of high school. I'm in college now. It's just not necessarily practical to play baseball in college, depending where you go. And I don't go to a school where it's practical for that. But I did play baseball on school teams through middle school, and then in high school I played rec leagues. Played a lot of second base, some third base, and a tiny bit of outfield. And of course, when I was younger, they played you at every position to see what was a good fit, see what you liked. But by no means was I ever super talented at baseball. I've just always enjoyed it, had a good knowledge for the rules, etc. And yeah, I guess that's my background with baseball. I have played the Korean version. There's a Korean version on the Apple App Store. I mean, it's literally like a hybrid of this year's Perfect Inning and last year's Perfect Inning. I only played it 1 or 2 days because I enjoy playing with my good teams on Perfect Inning. 65.7. Oh, yeah, we're trying to get a 69-degree launch angle, aren't we? Third base and pitcher, those go together well. See, I played third base when our pitcher was pitching. And then when our pitcher wasn't pitching, he played third. So, of course, I guess we had another pitcher who played short. And then we had a third pitcher who would play in the outfield or rotate those positions. So that's where I played a little bit of third. Second base was really what I played most of the time, though. I guess we had a couple other players who rotated between pitching, catching, and first. Yeah. Now, it wasn't truly the same teams year in, year out, but it was pretty close. Shoot, I missed the launch angle on that. Oh, what's that launch angle? If it stays fair, 62.1. Yeah, the Korean version, it's literally in Korean. I think there are some Google Play exclusive baseball games as well. Guessing you meant rundowns and not rubdowns. Otherwise, I don't know what game of baseball you're playing, Banana. Yeah, knowing situational baseball is huge. My favorite player, that's a multiple layer question. The easiest answer, Big Sexy Bartolo Colon. But then there's also Kyle Lloyd and there's Eddie Rosario. So in terms of my favorite batter, Eddie Rosario. My favorite pitcher, Big Sexy. My favorite meme pitcher, Kyle Lloyd. Or my favorite meme player in general, really. Hey, Rita Spare, it's been a while, but welcome to the stream. How have you been recently? I like Tattoo Tight saying "Hey adult" to Rita Sparrow's "Hey kiddos." Good response. Did you survive the deep freeze of the upper Midwest, Rita Sparrow? I did, but it was pretty brutal. There we go, 11 home runs. Which milestone, Big Sexy, did you get, Pyramid? Did you get the Angels or the Nationals Expos one? Hey, thanks for the 5, Rita Sparrow. Bucks are the number 1 team in the NBA, man. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to go out here and be a Bucks bandwagon. I'll acknowledge I'm from Minnesota. I'm a Timberwolves fan. When I haven't been cheering for the Wolves, I've cheered for Kemba Walker, who, of course, is on the Charlotte Hornets. But, man, as somebody who knows better than to bandwagon the Bucks, you guys have a great future. And I don't know if you saw, but Chris Middleton came out and said he plans, well, I guess as much as he can, he said he plans to re-sign with the Bucks because Giannis, the Greek freak, likes playing there. And he likes the culture, he likes the team. So the Bucks, and again, the fact they're not a big market team is pretty awesome, but they've got a bright future, and I am more than happy to offer my support in a non-bandwagon capacity to the Milwaukee Bucks. Only because I don't believe in bandwagoning teams. They beat the Raptors again yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, which means they beat them 3 out of 4. They either won Wednesday or they won yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. Rita Sparrow, I know, is an actual Bucks fan, so I'm definitely cool with that. Let me catch up with the chat again. Oh, 4 to 6 on Wednesday morning. That's brutal. That is brutal. Hopefully you got paid well for your time outside on that Wednesday morning. I went to Game 6 of the NLCS wearing Vikings gear into Miller Park, Rita Sparrow. I didn't get tickets to Game 7, though, and no, Game 6 was a lot of fun. As much as I'm Minnesotan, so cheering for Wisconsin teams is a foreign concept to me. I will say Brewers fans supported their team very well. I sympathize less with the Packers than any other team just because I'm a diehard Vikings fan, so I kind of take joy in our rivals' misery. But yeah, the Packers, I think they're definitely in a rebuild, whether or not they want to acknowledge it. It's kind of awkward. Yeah, AmFam Park, that starts in 2020, right? I don't like that move. Miller Park just sounds so much better. Sounds so much better than AmFam Park. Alright, see you, Pyramid. Good luck with your homework. Not sure why you have to do it on Friday, but hey, I know my parents would make me do homework on Fridays and Saturdays, even though I could put it off until Sunday. Negative 33 Celsius. That's pretty cold. I feel like, isn't negative 42 or something the same in Fahrenheit and Celsius? Let me look. But I feel like negative 33 Celsius has to be... So that's like negative 27.5 Fahrenheit. I know where I'm at, it was at least negative 28, which would be about negative 33 Celsius. I think it was colder. I know up where my aunt and uncle and cousins are is negative 40 Fahrenheit, which is also negative 40 Celsius. Yeah, you're right. Negative 40 is the same. Oh, yeah, San Francisco's stadium changed names, too. It's Oracle Park. Which, that makes sense. There's Oracle Arena for the Warriors, Oracle Park for the Giants. Although I liked AT&T Park, it sounded good. 2021 on the Brewers, okay. Yeah, the wind chill was bad. So it was negative 28 for you with a negative 56 wind chill. I'm pretty sure it was like negative 28 where I'm at, and the wind chill I know was at least at negative 51. 41 below on Celsius would be, what, like 42 below in Fahrenheit, maybe? Maybe around there. Do an arcade mode. Let's go Marlins Park this time. I can hit these ones up on the roof if I'm playing well. We sat on the Green Monster at Fenway. Nice bananas. Janet Ferns, that's you, Alan, right? Welcome to the stream. Pretty sure that's Alan. Oh, shoot, I didn't hit the MLB buck ball for a homer. No, I know school was canceled here for the local schools Monday through Thursday because of the snow and then the cold. They might have not closed schools for you because it was probably not quite as cold where you lived. Like out in Minnesota, Wisconsin area. No, it was like ridiculously dangerous. To go outside in any way. Luke Hagerty, I have not heard of him. I wonder if anyone else has heard of him. 65.9. Hey, we're getting close. We're getting closer. You had snow days? Yeah, that makes sense, Alan. That makes sense. New York was like 4 Celsius. 4 Celsius, that's still what, like 38? That's warm. Minus 54 with a minus 59 wind chill. You've heard of Christian Yelich? Dude, Christian Yelich, reigning MVP. He really played well after the All-Star break. Like, he deserved the MVP. Now, before the All-Star break, he looked pretty average, to be honest with you. Can someone abolish homework? You know, I can't, but I'm sure somebody can. All right, Pyramid. Good luck with the homework. Hopefully you can get it done. Oh, yeah, negative 28 wind chill's nasty, but certainly not as bad as Minnesota. Now, negative 54 with a negative 59 wind chill is worse than... Oh, that's a foul ball. Negative 54 with a negative 59 wind chill is worse. James Harden, the way he's played, will be MVP. I mean, he's just scored too much not to get it. Although, Giannis Antetokounmpo, I think, has deserved it. You're going to say Brook Lopez, the real MVP? I mean, he has been pretty underrated for the Bucks. I mean, Edible, we talked about MLB for a long time, and I'll talk more MLB if there's more MLB to talk. We can talk Super Bowl, too. We can talk anything. Anything that YouTube allows, reasonably. No, Brooks Rook's been really good for the Bucks. Is he an actual MVP? I mean, he'd be like sixth man, although I feel like he's probably starting for them. He'd be like the perfect image of a sixth man in terms of like, he's that X factor, but he's probably not a literal MVP because Giannis is still better and worth way more. But he's only averaging 4 rebounds a game? That doesn't seem right. 12 points isn't bad, but man. Well, I guess Giannis gets the rebounds. It's just crazy to think how he's like the center and he doesn't even get rebounds like that. Although he didn't get rebounds much for the Lakers either. Cards I can get. Brian Dozier. Oh, Limited Carpenter. That's not a very good card, though. It's not better than my Aaron Judge. It's almost level 3. How do I upgrade him? I'll figure it out. 2 minutes until I unlock a pack. Harper is obviously going to be a Cleveland Indian. Obviously. No. I think the White Sox, the Yankees suck. Connected. Alright, reconnected now. Wallet Warriors suck. Yeah, they do. Harper, man, if Harper goes to the Padres, we're going to be hearing Schimpf talk about Harper on the Padres nonstop for the next 7 to 10 years. Although, low-key, what Harper should do is sign with the Padres, play there for like 2 or 3 years, and then force a trade, just so he gets his full contract, but then he can also go to a team he wants to be on. Like, low-key, that wouldn't even be a bad strategy. White Sox, see, the White Sox and Padres aren't desirable to me. Phillies have something going. I can see wanting to go to the Phillies outside of the fact that Philadelphia is a dump of a city. Almost the whole class didn't come. Yeah, it's good you went to school, though, Alan. But no, some of those days, you kind of wish that your school would just use common sense and not have school. Yeah, I think AD is going to the Lakers. Only way he goes to the Knicks is if they get Durant. New England, welcome to the stream. You remember this game? I mean, it's still in the App Store. It's by no means a dead game. It's just kind of a little bit random for me to play it right now, outside of the fact I felt like playing it. The only days I missed from school, I was actually too sick to go. Like, yeah, school got boring, but, you know, skipping school's not smart. Oh, someone on Omlet? Slasher Snow, welcome to the stream. Sorry if I missed your first message saying, oh yeah, yeah. Slasher, seeing that your name is Slasher Snow. Oh, disappeared. Yeah, unlimited ice cream and you got to skip a class because of your attendance. What a great message to send by educators. You go to school every day, so you get to skip a class. it's good, and that's pretty cool. Definitely to get rewarded for perfect attendance. Yeah, I'm not hitting these T-Mobile home runs at all. Well, I guess if you're just talking about today and there's like no one at school today, it doesn't always matter. $15 toppings? That sounds like something that you pay $10 to $12 to get at college at like the end of your prefab meal. It's probably more like $14 if you go other places. Like for me, it's 12. I feel like that's actually reasonably priced compared to other places for college school lunch. Now you get good food, but you do pay for it. And now I stop talking, which is the worst thing I can do while streaming. Okay. There we go. That is crushed to center. 646. Totally realistic. I go to college at St. Thomas in St. Paul. Sandra Fox, welcome to the stream. Feel like... Well, you retracted the message. We'll see if you say anything else. See if you say anything else. No. Big fly. Just torching these home runs. Hey, Noah. Welcome to the stream. I know who you are now. Talk about the Twins. Well, the Twins have no prospects for 2019. Like, their starting pitchers are non-existent. They have, Kyle Gibson and Jake Odorizzi and Jose Barrios. Yeah, we can talk Super Bowl. I really hope the Rams win because I hate the Patriots. Yes, I'm typical. I hate the Patriots. Sue me if you must. Nice, Noah. You're on your grandma's phone? Does she know you're on her phone? Or no? Join you for a Madden 19 Super Bowl playthrough? I'd be down. Rita Spare, when do you want to do that? Harper to the Mets would low-key be, a move that I wouldn't mind. Okay, it's good that she knows you're on her phone. Tomorrow? I'd be down tomorrow. I'll have to check and message you what times tomorrow I'd be free specifically. New England? I mean, honestly, New England, if I cheered for the Patriots, it would be for you. Let's see. Let me look at schedules and see when I'd be free tomorrow. Well, I'll let you know after the stream. I'll let you know then. It will just be easier. Griff, welcome back. Yeah, Steven Matz. Kind of a beast. Twins, like their offense, they have a decent outfield if Buxton can do anything. But their infield, I don't know who they're going to have besides Jorge Polanco at short. I guess Jonathan Scope at second, Sano at third. Another female statistic on my YouTube for my Epic sponsorship. That's right, I had a premium jewelry company ask me if I wanted to promote jewelry on my channel. I said, I have a 98.5% male demographic. Where's Anthony Davis being traded? Yeah, you Despair, if you want to record it, by all means, go ahead and record it. I have no problem with that whatsoever. I'm just scrolling through the chat, catching up with that, and I'll play some more game while also talking. Best pitcher in the MLB right now. Well, I don't know if Bartolo Colon's in the MLB. I don't know if Kyle Lloyd's in the MLB. Those would be my top two choices, but my third choice would be Jacob deGrom. Ward Melville. Isn't Mike Trout like the Melville Meteor? I might be wrong. SVB, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. You think Verlander's the best star? I respect Verlander. I'd say, like, in terms of his consistency and longevity, he might be one of the top starters of this. Scherzer, I can see Scherzer too. All right, see you, Noah. Have a good rest of your night, man. Bye. Anthony Davis, I think he's going to the Lakers. Now, I think the Celtics might try to trade for him. But, man, if Davis wants to be on the Lakers, why would the Pelicans I really wish they would just suck it up and make the move, send him to the Lakers, and say, look, we know he's going to re-sign with you, so we want extra assets. Get on Twitter. I will when I'm done streaming, Noah. I'm pretty sure it's Melville. No, it's Millville. It's not Melville. It's Millville. I guess Ward Melville is different. It's cool that you went to the same school as Steven Matz did. Would be Big Sexy be in the Hall if he didn't take PEDs? Well, he still could be in the Hall of Fame. He hasn't retired. He hasn't been up for a vote yet. Big Sexy hasn't been excluded from the Hall of Fame. Now, PEDs will probably hurt his case. Without PED use, would he be in? I don't necessarily think he would. I think maybe like 50 years from now, with these obscure veterans committees, they'd be like, wow, he played for so long. We need to put him in the Hall of Fame. Like, realistically, he doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I mean, for a pitcher, Steven Matz can hit pretty well. I feel like he's hit a couple home runs and his average is at least above 200. I mean, look, everybody loves Big Sexy. And everybody loves the fact that he hit a home run. But is he a Hall of Famer? Not really. Yeah, Wade Wilson, I saw that. R.I.P. to Wade. I mean, Mike Mussina definitively didn't do steroid. Well, I guess it's hard to say definitively didn't. Mike Mussina was never assumed or accused of using steroids. Roger Clemens was. Same reason Barry Bonds isn't in. And look, I think those guys should eventually be Hall of Famers because they're still the most famous, the most impactful, the most influential, and best performing athletes of their era. But if they don't make it, or if they have to make it on the last ballot instead of the first one because of PEDs, I'm okay with that because I completely agree with the principle of not rewarding cheating. I just think in an era where so many of the best players are at least under suspicion for PEDs, Bonds was a crappy hitter. Epic Fortnite Gamer, what are you on, my friend? Let's look up Barry Bonds. Okay, and let's talk about why he wasn't a crappy hitter. Okay, his second year in the league when he was a twig, he had 25 home runs, 32 stolen bases. He was an absolute twig. This is 1987. So he had 25 homers. He had 32 steals, right? Now his batting average did not look very good. I will concede that. If you want to say he didn't hit for average, I will concede that because I can't argue that. But then you look at it, after his first couple of years when he was getting acclimated, he pretty consistently hit, for at least 280, 290. He had one or two down years sporadically. But he was good for those two, and he was good for about 30 home runs a year before PEDs got into suspicion. He hit a career 298 despite being intentionally walked numerous times. Now, granted, that was PED aided the walk. So if you want to say his on-base percentage is artificial, I agree. That doesn't make him not be a great hitter. I hope Epic is trolling. And Ichiro career 311. That seems kind of low, although he did kind of not play well towards the end of his MLB career, which I suppose is technically not over because he signed a minor league contract. SVB, I know that you had mentioned that you want to play a bunch of baseball games on your channel. Have you played Home Run Derby before? Because I know you play Perfect Inning. Well, I mean, I know we both do, but just out of curiosity, if you don't mind my asking, it's actually pretty incredible as Ichiro Suzuki, his second year in the league, led the league with 27 intentional walks. Despite his rookie year stealing 56 bases, he stole 31, and he stole 30 or more bases his first 8 years in the league, and yet he was intentionally walked 27 times. Now, he was caught stealing a fair amount, but it's really, honestly, it's interesting to me that he was intentionally walked so many times just to put him on first base where he could steal second. Ichiro, his first really 10 years in the majors, he hit above 300 every time. Of course, since then, he's fallen off a bit, which has hurt his bottom line productivity and his career average. But he also has 3,089 hits in Major League Baseball to go with, a couple thousand in Japan? Well, not a couple thousand, but 1,500? Let me look. What's the actual number? In Japan, or his total hits, 1,278 overseas, 4,367 total. Okay. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty fun, honestly. Here, I'll open a pack. So how it works, there's the different game modes. You play the game modes, you level up, you get packs. You also get packs for winning game modes, and the packs give you access to different players, and you can also boost up the players. What I would recommend is saving up your MLB bucks and unlocking one big-time beast player. Now here we go. From that pack, I can unlock a couple. I can level up Cargo to level 3. Which took his stats from 77-74 to 79-76. And then I unlocked... Oh, shoot. Who was it? Might have been Hoskins that I skipped over. Might have been Hoskins. Yep, Rhys Hoskins. Unlock him. There we go. Go back to home. Start unlocking this other 2-hour pack. I don't use the 342, 714 home runs for Babe Ruth. That is solid. Now, of course, Babe Ruth did play in a different era. But no doubt, Babe Ruth, if you don't think he was a GOAT, he was still easily, top 5 player of all time. Now, Hank Aaron, career 305, 755 home runs, along with nearly 2,300 RBIs, 6,856 total bases. That is pretty impressive in my opinion. He hit 30 or more home runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years. I mean, Babe Ruth was Babe Ruth. No, a brief moment. There we go. Yeah. No one can say Babe Ruth wasn't one of the best. 42 is a great movie to watch, free to spare. I watched that one. I thought it was very good. Now, Larry Walker might get into the Hall of Fame. He's going to need a record increase in votes 3 years in a row. That's never happened, but he could. Who only struck out 100 times once? I feel like that would be Ichiro. I feel like I'm missing the Griff, whoever it actually was. Mickey Mantle's 1956. What did he do in 1956? Let's see. 1956. 52, 130, and 353. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I feel like Babe Ruth's best year is probably pretty special. Like, I know different eras, but look at Babe Ruth's 1921. 59 homers, 168 RBIs, and he batted .378. His 1927, 60 homers, 165 RBIs, .356. I'll just leave those there. Leave those there for people so inclined to join that discussion. Ichiro had good power in his swing. He just never tried to swing for the fence. Yeah, and saying hits means a better hitter. I mean, Ted Williams was an elite hitter. Ruth would have gotten 800 dingers if he played right field his whole career. Yeah, probably. Or if he could have slid over to first base. Although Lou Gehrig, amazing first baseman. So I can't really criticize that. I'm just saying that would have been a situation where if Ruth could have played first, he might have lasted longer, not had the toll on his legs. Do I think he called his shot? Man, I've heard a lot of stories, and I think it's always going to be a debate. I think he might have just been pointing at the pitcher because, he was pointing up the middle and he hit the ball to center, right? Now, if he pointed to left and he hit a home run to left, or if he pointed to right and hit a home run to right, I'd say absolutely he called a shot. The difficulty with center field is, Babe Ruth only struck out 100 times in a year 1 year. Okay. Gehrig could have been really good if he didn't get ALS. Best ever might be a bit of a stretch, but I think he'd be thought of as even better than he is. Right, center. See, it could have been the shortstop or second baseman, too. Center is so many things. That's why I honestly don't think he did. I don't think it diminishes his legend at all. Babe Ruth is a legend no matter what. Oh, Bonds did too. That's pretty impressive. Gehrig's RBIs. Dude, that's pretty insane. I'll pull it up here just a second. Lou Gehrig. He had 173 RBIs, 173, 185, 166. He averaged 37 and 149. Now, Babe Ruth averaged, 46 and 143. I think 46 and 143 is better, but they're both pretty good. You've heard stories he pointed to center and hit to left. I suppose that's possible. Do they know when he actually had an ALS epic? Because I feel like that's hard to actually prove. I feel like that one is hard to actually prove. It's fine. I'm talking baseball. All right. Let's do a competitive game. This is very counterintuitive for trying to read the chat, but I'm going to work on doing both. Here we go. Playing a game. Takes about a year, and Lou Gehrig's last year. Okay, I suppose. Oh, I didn't see who I'm playing, but someone with this really nice Bryce Harper. This is going to be a good battle. Good battle, however it ends up. See, but he might have just played with ALS in 1939 when he only had 1 RBI the whole year. That's not to say that he didn't play longer with ALS, but if ALS took a year, he could have only played 1 game with ALS in theory. But I'm pretty sure, like, if you look at any writings about Lou Gehrig, he was feeling weak in 1938, at least part of that year. Bryce Harper versus Aaron Judge in the Home Run Derby. Should be fun. Yeah, when Babe Ruth called a shot, it was 1932. Right, so, like, the video footage is questionable and of very, very low quality. Hack Wilson's 1930. All right, I'll look it up once I'm out of this round, just because I do want to win this round, given I dropped 1,200 coins on the booster. Not that 1,200 coins is much in this game, but I do want to make that worthwhile. Oh, yeah. No, ALS definitely affects movement and overall physical strength. I'm just saying, like, I don't know if he necessarily played a full season with it. Right, that's the thing, like, with the Babe Ruth thing, I could say, oh yeah, I've watched the video, but I still even could say I've watched the video and not be able to tell you definitively what it looked like. And, like, I've seen some raw footage of it, and it doesn't help at all, in my honest opinion. Future Yankee teammates? Oh, jeez. I mean, I've seen stuff where they want Harper to play first base for the Yankees, which, I mean, hey, he'd be better than Greg Bird. He would be better than Greg Bird, without a doubt. Yeah, Babe Ruth. Yeah, he liked to tell stories. He liked to build his legend. I don't think Hawking had ALS. I think he had MS, didn't he? Yeah, Babe Ruth was always one for a legend and for a story. But in terms of what he actually did, it's hard to know. Luke Voigt. Oh, Hawking did have ALS? That's crazy. I mean, Voigt's been good for the Yankees, but here's the thing. He could hit a sophomore slump like Gary Sanchez did. Imagine if Harper went back to catcher and became the Yankees' new catcher. Alright, SVB, have a good time taking care of real life business. If you join back later, you'll certainly be welcome back. But if not, it was a pleasure having you here for the stream. There we go. Won 25 homers to 24. Lost in total distance, but that's okay. Oh, some kind of upgrade. Hey, got a silver pack. Achievements. 5-game win streak. There we go. Sanchez will hit 40 homers next year. Maybe if he's in the home run derby and counts those towards his total. Maybe if he does that. No, he's not going to hit 40 home runs. He'll be lucky to hit 240. Hey, rank 420th. You know what? Let's do a couple more ranked games. Yeah, but catchers never play 162 games in a season. Oh yeah, Hack Wilson. Let me look it up quick. Oh, I'm playing a difficult-looking Stanton opponent. Hack Wilson. 1930. 56, 191, and 356. That's a pretty good year. And he didn't even get MVP votes that year. That is insane. To not get MVP votes with that year. I understand not winning MVP because he was on the Cubs, who by that point were complete and total trash. But how are you going to honestly say that was not an MVP vote-worthy year? Who did better in 1930? I'll try to look it up once I'm done with this round. This is going to be a good battle. I'm going to have to homer on every pitch and hope my opponent slips up. Because my opponent is matching me homer for homer so far. Oh, there was no MVP in 1930. That's weird. Anyways, as I was saying, my opponent matching me homer for homer and destroying me on distance. Just destroying me on distance. Joe Cronin. I'll have to look him up. I will have to look him up. You know, hitting line drive home runs might help me win this. Because if I can get my total one higher than this guy's, I'll win no matter how I actually get that. Hack Wilson was 5'6". Jose Altuve's 5'6". He won an MVP. Oh, Joe Cronin was unofficial AL MVP and Hack Wilson unofficial NL MVP? Makes sense. Weird why it was unofficial, but makes sense. Shoot, I didn't want a fly ball home run. Hey, be nice to Altuve. Shoot, I just lost. I didn't hit a home run, and I had to hit a home run. I just lost. Good game to my opponent. Oh, financial reasons? That makes sense. They probably couldn't pay an MVP, like an MVP bonus or anything. Sucks, but it makes sense. Yeah, this guy's going to beat me 26-25 or something. Shoot. There goes my win streak. Oh well. If I hit line drives, there's always a chance. Get going, stay fair. Alright. Can I hit 2 more? If I hit 2 more, I'll live with whatever happens. There's 1. There's 2, and I'm going to lose the 26-26 tie, aren't I? Or maybe he'll hit a 27th. Maybe he'll hit a 27th. Okay, that guy did hit 27. So regardless of if I hit 27, I would have lost. Go for 69. That's right, I need to hit a 69-degree home run. Trying another ranked round. Playing this Max Muncy. If I get a big lead on this guy, then I'll go for the high-angled home runs. I'd be down for it. We'll see what happens here. $696-foot home run would be dope, too. There we go, 58.4 degrees. That one is clobbered. That's going to be 580. That one's crushed. Is that 600? 647. That one is 532. Man, this guy's giving me a good competition so far. 191 RBIs is pretty good. I mean, it's most in the season, so me saying pretty good is ridiculous. Shoot, I didn't hit a home run. Am I going to lose to this Max Muncy? That would be very possible, but also pretty embarrassing. All right, come on. $69-degree, 420-foot home run. That would be an epic meme. Alright, I think I'm going to win this. But I still have to keep the foot on the gas pedal for now. I'll have the distance. I need to keep the homers going, though. Blasted. 619. Another blast. 653. Go ball. Opposite field. 407, but a home run's a home run. Epic gamer moment. You know, 191 RBIs is, like, amazingly good. It's just that, of course, modern analytics devalues RBIs. And, like, while I don't completely agree with modern analytics, I can see where RBIs can be a deceptive stat. Based on, you know, teammates putting you in the right situation. Favorite baseball player of all time? That is a good question. Oh. I mean, before the PED allegations were widely known and understood, 684-foot home run. Barry Bonds was a favorite of mine, not gonna lie. Of course, since that's come out, I might lose. This is not good. I've choked and not hit home runs. I need this guy to mess up. I need my opponent to mess up badly. Oh yes, my opponent choked. After I choked, my opponent choked back. We might tie at 23, but I have the distance. Mookie Betts has been pretty good. There we go. 23-23 tie, but I won on the distance. I'll go back to arcade mode so I can mess around and go for a 69-degree, 420-foot home run. Do I watch MLB The Show YouTubers? Yeah. I've mainly watched Giraffe Neck Mark, and then I've watched TD Barrett when he did more MLB. Now, I still watch guys like Cougs and Mighty Goat here and there. I guess I've watched less MLB The Show recently than I used to, but I have watched MLB The Show YouTubers, I'd say, pretty consistently, especially when baseball season is in season. I know I also watch Madden and 2K YouTubers because I'm a football, basketball, and baseball fan. So alright, arcade mode. Here we go. Why we think Betts is better than Judge? Because Betts, Betts knows how to get on base. Well, I mean, yeah, Judge knows how to get on base. Betts knows how to have productive at-bats and not strike out 200 times a year. Oh, what's that angle? What's that angle? 62.3. And yeah, I don't necessarily think that they're worlds apart, but I think Betts is better than Judge. I think Mark hasn't played MLB The Show since August, but I watch his stuff pretty regularly. All right, my problem with Aaron Judge is every strikeout is a wasted at-bat, and he has so many strikeouts which are just wasted at-bats. Is Judge actually way more clutch than Betts? I'm not going to say he's not, but I want to see the numbers. And possibly a source. Oh, August 18th. Yeah, I know he tweeted. There's some Twitter where I follow him on Twitter, and it's pretty entertaining. He was saying, like, you know, talking about, like, the Mets offseason or something, and some guy went to trash talk him about beating him in a game of MLB The Show, and he's like, I haven't even played that game since August. To the guy. Because the guy was trying to roast Mark for losing a game of The Show to him. Oh, in the 2018 postseason, Betts batted .210. What did Judge bat in the 2018 postseason? He batted .450 with 3 dingers. And his team won how many games? Is it clutch if your team doesn't actually win? Right, sample size. Actually, Mookie only played 3 rounds of the playoffs because his team didn't have to go play in the wild card round, which means actually Judge had 2 playoff rounds. Remember that. No. Oh, talking baseball is fun. Close only counts in horseshoes and grenades. Remember that. The thing you have to remember about the playoffs is anybody can play well or poorly. Steve Pearce was World Series MVP. Steve Pearce, the first person to play for all 5 AL East teams. Is Schimpf calling us nerds passively through Twitter? He might be. Steve Pearce, first guy to play for all 5 teams in the AL East, won World Series MVP. Let that sink in. One bad postseason does not a bad baseball player make. I mean, that's like saying a player has a bad April and they're suddenly the worst baseball player of all time. That's not how baseball works. Steve Pearce is super clutch. That's what it means? So doesn't that mean Steve Pearce is better than Aaron Judge because he's more clutch? Or is that not how clutchness works? Roberto Perez carried the Indians in the 2016 postseason, but they lost to the Cubs in Game 7. Man, Roberto Perez was so much more clutch in the playoffs for the Indians than Judge has been for the Yankees. Therefore, Roberto Perez is better than Aaron Judge. Okay, how did Judge have a better postseason than Steve Pearce? Oh no, guess what? 4-1 is still winning. It doesn't matter if you win 6-1 or 4-1. I don't get what. Alright, come on. Oh, that's gone. That's some coins. Oh, it's foul. Are you kidding me? Alright, so Aaron Judge, postseason stats. Because that's what we're talking about, right? So how about Aaron Judge and his 179 postseason batting, though? His career postseason batting is .254. So tell me about his 2017 postseason. You know, the one where in the ALDS against Cleveland, he went 1 for 20 with 16 strikeouts. What a clutch player. There's never been a more clutch player than Aaron Judge going 1 for 20 with 16 strikeouts. I mean, I'm just blown away by how clutch he was there. Oh my goodness. If I haven't heard of a more clutch player than Aaron Judge in the 2017 ALDS. Wow. God tier player. Don't at me. Mookie Betts, right? Postseason. Okay, he went 3 for 16, 5 for 23, and 5 for 23. That's not exactly impressive. But you know what? He only struck out 12 times in, what was it? 70 at-bats. Aaron Judge struck out 16 times in 20 at-bats. Who's more clutch? 1 for 20 with 16 strikeouts? Or 13 for 70 with 12 strikeouts? One for 20 with 16 strikeouts. Alright. I'm connected again. Gonna talk about baseball 5 to 7 more minutes and then probably wrap it up. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I'm sorry, 16 strikeouts in 20. It was 20 at-bats, tight, not 21. But 16 strikeouts and 20 at-bats is horrendously bad. We're going to look up, Steve Pearce, and then we're going to look up Roberto Perez. So Steve Pearce, in the playoffs for the Red Sox, he had, I guess I was counting plate appearances. So he had 38 at-bats. In those 38 at-bats, he had 11 hits. He had 4 home runs. He had 12 RBIs, right? What did Aaron Judge do? Aaron Judge, in 19 at-bats, 3 homers, only 4 RBIs. Only 4 RBIs. And only 8 hits. So less hits, less home runs, less RBIs, less clutch. Boom. I know that's not how baseball works. Don't take stats out of context. Roberto Perez. Again, Judge, WAR indicates how useful a player actually is all around. Postseason batting, Roberto Perez. He had 43 at-bats, 8 hits, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs. So he matched Judge in hits and home runs, and he had more RBIs. He also had more walks. Roberto Perez, epic baseball player. Epic baseball player. Don't be salty because the Twins suck. Don't at you. No, man, I know the Twins suck. But Aaron Judge is not clutch. Roberto Perez, more like, where's your meds? That's fair. You're saying Mookie Betts sucked in one postseason and Aaron Judge was pretty good in one postseason, but Aaron Judge in the 2017 postseason was worse than Mookie Betts was in the 2018 postseason. Man, epic gamer moment when Aaron Judge played New York, New York, going out of Fenway. Oh no. Yeah, epic Fortnite gamer, we know you have an opinion. We're just stating it's invalid, whether or not that's actually true. No. We're not saying that Mookie Betts is like Alright, I'm live again. One more time. Basically, I feel strikeouts are severely ignored in Major League Baseball. And if I'm wrong, so be it. But that's what I think. And that's what I'm going with. Okay. Got information part 1. Wow, Fortnite gamer got timed out by Redespair. I mean, I'd be more mad if he wasn't beating a dead horse. I don't necessarily think he should have been timed out, but I'm also not gonna reprimand you. Yeah, he was way too worked up over Aaron Judge. Based on not arbitrary, but I thought pretty reasonable opinions being blown out of proportion. I'm going to wrap the stream up in a minute or two here. We can wrap up our conversation. Then Redespair, I'll get my exact schedule for tomorrow figured out and let you know what I think will work best for recording. Will I stream tomorrow? It depends how much time I have. Because I'm going to have to record the next part of Team Deck rankings. Judge is more godly than that kid thinks. I mean, Aaron Judge is a very good baseball player. I'm just saying he's not definitively better than these other guys. And if you look at strikeouts as a true negative thing, which I do, fair or not, he is definitively worse than some of these players. Melvin, welcome to the stream. You joined for the last little bit. You missed our who's better, Aaron Judge or Mookie Betts debate. And no, you can't say Aaron Judge is a top 5 slugger of all time after 2 full seasons in a 179 September. Reports saying the Dolphins released Tannehill and the Bengals are interested. So basically the Bengals and Dolphins are just going to shuffle around horrendously below average quarterbacks. What's up, Jacob? Joining towards the end of this stream. Still glad to have you here, even if it's just for the last minute or two. Let's see, it's 8:41 for me now. I'm almost certainly going to end the stream by 8:45 unless some new inspirational topic comes up. I'll still be able to type responses in the stream chat, but I'm probably going to wrap up the stream part of things pretty soon here. Thanks to everybody who tuned in. If you let me know, in terms of when I was doing gameplay, would you want to see more MLB Homerun Derby 2018 on the channel or not? I'm completely fine either way. I just thought I'd honestly ask and try to get your guys' feedback.